Hey guys, it's Corinne again, and today I'm going to be reading you guys a story. This is Fancy Nancy and the Mermaid Ballet. I love this book. I hope you guys like it too. Now let's get started. Oh, didn't see you there. Today we're going to be reading Fancy Nancy and the Mermaid Ballet. This has to be my favorite book. Fancy Nancy and the Mermaid Ballet. I have thrilling news. That means terrific and exciting, all mixed together. We're going to be in a ballet. I told my mom and Jojo. It's called Deep Sea Dances. I'm positive, that's Fancy for 100% sure, that Madame Lucy will pick Bree and me to be mermaids. We play mermaids all the time. Jojo's kiddie pool is our lagoon. A lagoon is a fancy kind of lake. We pretend that our clubhouse is called Mermaid Mansion. Mansions are as big and as fancy as castles. Our mermaid names are Turquoise and Sapphire, which is a fancy shade of blue. Here is my mermaid costume. I designed it myself. The night before dance class, I performed for everyone. Not to brag, but I'm the most graceful person in my family. Ta-da! I make my grand entrance. I do leaps that are called jetés and knee bends that are called pliés. Don't you love how many ballet words are French? Ooh, maybe Madame Lucy will pick me to be head mermaid. Then I lower my voice. Of course, I'd feel terrible if I ended up with a higher part than Bree. Nancy, remember, being in a ballet is thrilling, no matter what part you have. I nod. I guess Mom is worried that Bree won't get a good part too. Today I hardly wobbled when I balanced on one leg. And I'm most positive that Rhonda bumped into me, not the other way around. Twice, Madame Lucy says I'm making progress. That's Fancy for getting better. I say, merci, Madame. Then I curtsy in a special ballet way. I guess Fancy Nancy just needs to work on her balance. Me too. At the end of class, Madame Lucy announces the parts. Bree and I sit together, all with my fingers are crossed. I can't hardly stand the suspense. At pickup time, I tell my dad the awful news. I'm a tree! And I'm an oyster, Bree says. My dad acts like it's so thrilling. Dad, you don't understand. My costume will be brown. I explain. There is no way to look fancy in brown. Later we have a tea party to cheer ourselves up. I say, chérie, which is French for darling. You are going to be the greatest oyster ever, Bree says. Nobody will be a better tree than you. The next day in dance class, we practice our parts. And guess what? I'm not just a plain old tree. Madame tells me to pretend I'm a weeping willow. Willows are very graceful, Madame says. Their branches swoop and sway and swirl in the wind. I swoop and sway everywhere I go. And I make my face look very sad because I'm a weeping willow. A week later, there was startling news. Startling is fancy for surprising. only in a bad way. Savannah, who is one of the mermaids, has sprained her ankle. She cannot dance. But Madame Lucy tells us Savannah can still be in the ballet. She will be an oyster, and Bree will take Savannah's place as one of the mermaids. Say what? Bree throws her arms around me. She is beaming. That's smiling from ear to ear. I'm so happy for you. Only I don't really mean it. I liked it much better when neither of us got to be a mermaid. At home, I stuffed my beautiful costume into the back of my closet. My mermaid days are over. When my mom comes to say goodnight, I tell her about Bree. I'm a terrible girl. I lied. I said I was happy for her, and I'm not. That's not lying exactly. You want to be happy for Bree, don't you? My mom asks. Of course, she's my best friend. It's hard now because Bree got something you wanted very much. You're jealous, but your heart is so generous and warm. It will melt all the bad feelings away. I'm 100% positive my mom is the wisest mother in the world. The next morning, I gave Bree my fanciest shell tiara. It's yours for keeps, I tell her. I wish we were both mermaids, she says. Soon it's time to get ready. My costume is magnifique. My branches are made of tinsel, and I wear a little nest in my hair. I'm going to be the fanciest willow tree ever. It's a smashing success. That's fancy for a big hit. When it's my turn to dance, something happens. I feel carried away by the music. I swoop and sway, almost as if I were a real whooping willow. At the end, we get a standing ovation. That means everyone jumps up and claps like crazy. My parents give me a beautiful bouquet of flowers. Merci, I say. Mom, you were right. It was thrilling to perform in a ballet.
See, Fancy Nancy, it wasn't so bad after all.
We all go to King's Crown to celebrate. Bree and I toast each other. That means we clink our glasses together and then we shout, "Bravo for us!" And that's the end of the book. Hope you guys liked it. Bye!
Bye guys, thank you for watching. You are doing so much for the Girl Scouts. I love reading. It's my favorite pastime right now. I hope you guys are doing well. And I don't have anybody to do a voiceover, but I think we have a guest. Bye, thank you for watching. Hope to see you soon.